What do we have here?
It's Castle Grayskull.
And it's mine. Not so fast, Beastman. He-Man!
You can pit He-Man against Beastman, playing for the power of Castle Grayskull. You have to put the castle together. Beastman's escaping.
What's wrong, Dad? Dad, you saved the castle!
Castle Grayskull from the Masters of the Universe collection. He-Man and Beastman, each sold separately. From Mattel.
Open the jaw, Rick.
The powers of evil control Castle Grayskull.
Oh, yeah, Dad, what? Ram Man power. I'll get us inside, He-Man.
Ram Man, He-Man, and Castle Grayskull, each sold separately. You have to put the castle together.
Ram Man, use your head. I just did. Not that way. We have a prisoner.
Good. Who's the prisoner?
You are, because we have the power.
Oh, no. Ram Man and He-Man from the Masters of the Universe collection, each sold separately. Castle Grayskull also sold separately from Mattel.
Who are you?
I'm Many Faces with the power to change from man to robot to monster.
Oh, no.
He-Man, He-Man.
He-Man sold separately.
Hi, old friend. Hi.
He-Man, he's your friend?
Friend and ally. He's just kind of weird sometimes.
Oh, in specially marked packages, Many Faces comes with 5 extra weapons. He-Man and Many Faces each sold separately. Part of the Masters of the Universe collection. From Mattel.
Or face the evil look of Trapjaw.
Trapjaw, Battlecat, and He-Man, each sold separately. String not included.
That hook won't stop He-Man. In Trapjaw will use his vicious claw. Still no contest. And Trapjaw will use his wicked laser. Even a one-armed army can't stop He-Man and Battlecat. You win this coin, He-Man.
Trapjaw figure from the Masters of the Universe collection. He-Man and Battlecat figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
He-Man.
Beastman's no match for Battle Armor He-Man.
Beastman, Battle Armor, He-Man, and Skeletor each sold separately.
Take that! Just a dent. And that! More dents. But look! They're gone! Only He-Man has this power. Oh, yeah? Battle Armor Skeletor has it, too. Now the real fun begins.
Battle Armor, Skeletor, and He-Man figures each sold separately from the Masters of the Universe collection. Beastman figure also sold separately. From Mattel.
Skeletor! With He-Man gone, the magic of Orko will be mine. Prince Adam, we gotta get out of here now!
Skeletor, Orko, Prince Adam, and He-Man figures each sold separately.
Help! Help, Prince Adam! Looks like a job for He-Man. Trick's on you, bone face. Yarg!
Prince Adam and Orko with Coin Trick, new from the Masters of the Universe collection, each sold separately. Other action figures also sold separately. From Mattel.
Skeletor have another warrior named Whiplash.
Battle Armor, He-Man, and Skeletor, Whiplash, and Buzz-Off each sold separately.
And He-Man have a powerful winged warrior named Buzz-Off. So it's the super sting of Buzz-Off against the vicious tail of Whiplash. Ha-ha! Now, may the mightiest warrior win.
Buzz-Off and Whiplash figures are new from the Masters of the Universe collection. Other action figures also sold separately. From Mattel.
He-Man, he clawful with his awesome grip of evil.
Fisto, Battle Armor, He-Man, Clawful, and Battle Armor Skeletor each sold separately.
You asked for it, Clawful. Meet Fisto with his super smash power.
We'll see who smashes who.
May the mightiest power prevail.
Fisto and Clawful figures new from the Masters of the Universe collection, each sold separately. Other action figures also sold separately. From Mattel.
The evil mist of Cobra Con has you under my power. I, Stratos, will obey.
He-Man, Stratos, and Cobra Khan each sold separately.
Your evil mist won't make a slave of He-Man. Oh, yeah? One more blast of my hypnotizing mist, and now you're gonna see real power, Cobra Con.
Cobra Khan figure is new from the Masters of the Universe collection. Other action figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
Only Webstore and his Skylook can get inside and destroy that laser.
Webstore, Castle Grayskull, and Battle Armor He-Man each sold separately. You put the castle together.
You're not getting this way, then Webstore will drop in from above. Now for the lady. I'll get you for that, Webstore. Catch me if you can, He-Man.
Webstore figure new from the Masters of the Universe collection. He-Man and Castle Grayskull each sold separately. From Mattel.
He-Man, He-Man.
Dragon Walker, Battle Armor, He-Man, and Skeletor, and Merman, each sold separately.
That price is way, He-Man.
Batteries not included.
What's that?
Dragon Walker.
Take that, He-Man. May the mightiest power prevail. Yeah.
New Dragon Walker vehicle for use with most Masters of the Universe figures. Action figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
Is Snake Mountain ready to take on He-Man? Anytime!
Snake Mountain, Battle Armor, He-Man, and Skeletor each sold separately. You put the mountain together. Batteries not included.
Is your serpent ready to strike? Yes. Come, He-Man. Come to Snake Mountain. If you dare.
Snake Mountain with Echo Microphone, new from the Masters of the Universe collection. Action figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
Now to touch my thunderbolt, you hear it here, but you feel it there. With He-Man over there, Grayskull will be mine. Like I said, bone face, you hear the thunder here. When I feel the punch here.
Thunder Punch He-Man from the Masters of the Universe collection. Skeletor and Castle Grayskull each sold separately. From Mattel. Comets bring heroic warriors. Stondar and Rock-On landing soon.
One more paralyzing dragon blast, and what? Freeze, Fisto! Roboto, attack! Your dragon blaster can't stop the most powerful robot in the universe. Freeze, Roboto! I said freeze!
Dragon Blaster Skeletor, new from the Masters of the Universe collection. Other action figures each sold separately. From Mattel. The ultimate threat to the universe. The evil horde. Coming soon. Very soon.
Evil fog. Cyclone, use your whirling powers to investigate. Around and around I go. Design, Cyclone, spin the fly. You can't stop my whole evil art when Cyclone spins. Evil will never win.
Cyclone from the Masters of the Universe collection. Each toy sold separately. From Mattel. Comets bring heroic warriors. Stondar and Rock-On landing soon.
Mossman.
Mossman is green, so I can't be seen. Ha ha ha!
He-Man, Mossman, Skeletor, and Triclops figures each sold separately.
Look, He-Man's alone. It's 2 against 1. Wrong, bone face. It's 2 against 2. Mossman fooled you. Yarg!
Mossman, new from the Masters of the Universe collection. Other action figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
Ew! The evil Skeletor will overpower He-Man. We'll trap that skunk.
Man-at-Arms, He-Man, Stinkor, and Skeletor figures each sold separately.
I smell trouble! Man-at-Arms cannot escape the evil smell of Stinkor. Now, He-Man! Smell your own stink, Stinkor! Yarr!
Stinkor with real smell is new from the Masters of the Universe collection. Other action figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
And now, Spike, let's see how He-Man likes your... Ouch! Spike!
Skeletor, Spikor, and He-Man figures each sold separately.
No one can stop the spike-studded armor of the mighty Spikor. Not even me, you muscle-bound porcupine. Not even you, He-Man.
Spikor is new from the Masters of the Universe collection. Other action figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
Too bad. We'll be double trouble for He-Man.
He-Man.
I'll get him. No, he's mine.
Too bad Skeletor and He-Man figures each sold separately.
Too bad.
Well, an evil warrior. 2 warriors. Name's Too Bad. Too bad for you. Oh, yeah? Who wants me first? You get him. No, I'm getting out of here.
Too bad. New from the Masters of the Universe collection. Other action figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
At last, I've got He-Man trapped with my walls of evil. Oh, yeah? Bashosaurus bashes evil away.
Skeletor, He-Man figures, and Bashosaurus vehicle each sold separately.
Bash away.
Bashosaurus. Bashosaurus.
Next bash is on you, bone face. Yarr!
Bashosaurus, new from the Masters of the Universe collection. Not for use with some figures, each toy sold separately. From Mattel.
The mighty land shark will have Mechanic for lunch. Yikes! And He-Man for dessert.
Land Shark vehicle, Skeletor, Mechanic, and He-Man figures each sold separately.
Help!
Land shark, land shark,
Help! He-Man!
land shark, land shark,
Everyone, lockjaw, land shark.
land shark.
Land Shark vehicle, new from the Masters of the Universe collection, not for use with some figures. Action figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
Spydor. Spydor.
Help! Nice hat, Spydor.
Spydor, Skeletor, and Man-at-Arms figures each sold separately. Batteries not included.
Put me down, you long-legged creep. You wish.
Spydor. You put Spydor together.
Now, Spydor, now we go for He-Man.
Spydor from the Masters of the Universe collection, not for use with some figures. Action figures each sold separately. From Mattel. New from the Masters of the Universe collection.
Get up, Battle Bones!
The collector case that carries more than warriors, more than weapons. Your parents put it together.
To battle!
Battle Bones can also help you carry on the struggle. The struggle for...
All the power in the universe!
He-Man, He-Man.
The Battle Bones collector carry case, new from Mattel. Each toy sold separately.
The ultimate threat to the universe is here.
I am Hordak, and this is my evil horde. You're evil even scares me, Hordak, my friend. The evil horde has no friends.
The Evil Horde, new from the Masters of the Universe collection. All figures each sold separately.
Let me out of here!
From Mattel.
How can you alone defeat He-Man? Because, Hordak, I am
You lock.
an evil horde, all by myself, with 1,000 battling bodies. Now that you're all together, Modulok, I'm gonna take you apart.
Modulok with 22 changeable parts, new from the Evil Horde and Masters of the Universe. Other figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
So, this is where the evil horde hides out.
The Fright Zone. You put it together. Fright Zone, He-Man, Hordak, and Man-at-Arms figures each sold separately.
So nice of you to stop in for lunch.
The Fright Zone. The Fright Zone. The Fright Zone.
Your overgrown lizard doesn't scare me, Hordak.
The Fright Zone. The Fright Zone playset, new from the Evil Horde and Masters of the Universe collection. Action figures each sold separately. From Mattel. Now, the most powerful warriors in the universe have the most powerful weapon. It's Terror Claw's Skeletor. Against Flying Fists, He-Man.
My claws of terror will rip you to shreds. Try your claws on my hammer fist or my slammer's incredible weapon.
Watch the weapons fly. He-Man battles Terror Claw's Skeletor. New from the Masters of the Universe, each sold separately. From Mattel. Comets from the sky bring allies in disguise. They've landed.
Bring on the evil horde.
Stondar, Rock-On, He-Man, and Grizzlor figures each sold separately. Stondar, Rock-On, rocks you transform to surprise.
Hey, Grizzlor, who's that? Rock on! Stondar! My friends have landed. We'll crush the evil horde.
Stondar and Rock-On, new from the Masters of the Universe. Action figures each sold separately. From Mattel. Now, He-Man has an ally with a nose for trouble. Snout Spout. His knockout blast knocks the enemy out.
We're surrounded.
Snout Spout, He-Man, Horde Trooper, and Skeletor figures each sold separately. No matter where the enemy goes, there's no escape from his knockout nose.
Try me, hose head. Snout, it's Hordak. Got it.
Snout Spout, new from the Masters of the Universe. Action figures each sold separately. From Mattel. They call him Blast. Rio Blast.
He's unarmed. Get him.
He-Man's quick draw deputy. Figures sold separately. The fastest draw in the universe. Rio Blast. Now, He-Man's rising force. Extendar.
The skull's mine. He's out of reach.
Figures and sets sold separately. New from the Masters of the Universe. Extendar. A tower of power. Laser Bolt.
Hordak.
Laserbolt, He-Man, Hordak, and Cyclone, each sold separately.
Go, Laserbolt! Go!
From high-speed assault cycle to stand-fast battle station, Laserbolt.
Hordak! He-Man! Meet Laserbolt!
Laserbolt, new from the Masters of the Universe. Action figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
Now no evil can trap He-Man and his mighty Blaster Hawk. Awesome on the land.
Reload! Blast off, Blaster Hawk!
Invincible in the air. Blaster Hawk blasts evil away. Blaster Hawk with 8 blaster discs, new from the Masters of the Universe. He-Man figures sold separately. Blaster Hawk, another direct hit from Mattel.
Now, Skeletor comes battling back in the giant Fright Fighter.
I can fly!
Roboto, Skeletor, Castle Grayskull, and Fright Fighter each sold separately. You put them together.
Whoa! Back off, Bug Eyes! Activate power pictures! Fright Fighter, attack! Hell! Soon Skeletor can take off with all that power!
Fright Fighter, new from the Masters of the Universe. Action figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
Imagine Eternia. Imagine the digital bags. Eternia. That was right, true. Imagine the soaring sky tracks. Figures sold separately. The Cavern of Justice. Eternia. Imagine the power lift to the control chamber. At last, from the Masters of the Universe, the world you've always imagined can be yours.
Now, slithering out from the depths of Snake Mountain, the Snake Men, the lowest form of evil. Ratlor's evil head strikes Tongue Lashor, whose evil tongue lashes.
Snake, I'm ready for him!
But is He-Man ready for their King Hiss? When his skin comes off, his evil comes out. King Hiss, Tongue Lashor, and Ratlor, new from the Masters of the Universe, each sold separately. From Mattel. Are you ready for the Snake?
Now, Hordak whips up triple trouble. It's Hurricane Hordak with his Sky Chopper. His Thunderball mace bashes, bashes, bashes.
You're next, Boneface. Come and get me.
His Metal Blade slashes, slashes, slashes.
He's out of control!
Can anything stop
Oh!
the Master of Disaster, Hurricane Hordak? New from the Masters of the Universe. Action figures sold separately from Mattel.
From the hideous corridors of the Fright Zone come Hordak's Agents of Evil. Dragstore, part evil warrior, part deadly vehicle, the Demon of Speed. Multibot multiplies and mutates 22 movable parts, making for multiple terror. Horde Trooper, the mindless robotic enforcer, he's cracking up. Mantisaur, the gruesome insectoid steed. Hordak rides him through anything. You can complete your evil horde with this gang of destruction, each sold separately. And remember, you can get King Randor free when you buy any 3 Masters of the Universe figures.
Now, a raging terror grabs hold of the universe. Monstroid. When Monstroid gets wound up, it grabs, it lurches, it spins, and thrashes. Because just like Hordak, it's bad.
I get it! I'll stop it!
Monstroid.
Got it!
New from the Masters of the Universe. You put it together. Action figures sold separately from Mattel. It's a grabber.
From the Masters of the Universe, Hordak reveals the most gruesome trap ever. Welcome to the Slime Pit.
The what?
The Slime Pit.
Now, Spikecore, you're my slave! Not the slime! Yes, my slime will overpower you! I've been slime! No one escapes the evil horde slime pit!
The Evil Horde Slime Pit, new from the Masters of the Universe. You put it together. Figures sold separately from Mattel.
The legend of He-Man continues in the Masters of the Universe movie with Blade, the slashing blaze of terror. With Sauron, Skeletor's evil lieutenant with a mouthful of lightning. Can they catch Gwildor before his cosmic key enables him to escape? Now, you can live the adventure with Sauron, Gwildor, and Blade.
I've waited a long time for this.
Figures sold separately from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Now Skeletor charges into battle with awesome artillery.
Nothing can stop it!
nothing except Beam Blaster. It actually fires a light beam to stop artillery.
Give up, He-Man! Fire!
And drops Skeletor, but only with a bullseye to the evil eye. Figures sold separately. You supply the batteries.
I have the power.
New Artillery Beam Blaster set. The first light-action weapons ever from the Masters of the Universe.
Join the adventures of Masters of the Universe. From the black depth of the sea, Skeletor strikes with a scuba attack gear. But He-Man puts on tower tubes.
You're too bold, big breath.
Scuba attack, tower tubes.
Next time, he's mine.
And cliff climber power gear. Help He-Man in his fight for Eternia with Masters of the Universe. He-Man, now with a free Adventures cassette.
He-Man in a time warp.
Where am I?
Ancient pre-Eternia, lost land of the dinosaurs. Thunderous Tyrannosaurus Rex battles mighty Bionatops, ferocious dinosaurs.
Take this, He-Man.
How can He-Man survive?
I have the power.
New from the Masters of the Universe, figures Bionatops, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and Turbodactyl each sold separately. Can He-Man escape the past and them?
But look! They're gone! Only He-Man has this power. Oh, yeah? Battle Armor Skeletor has it, too. Now the real fun begins.
Battle Armor Skeletor and He-Man figures each sold separately from the Masters of the Universe collection. Beastman figure also sold separately from Mattel.
Skeletor!
With He-Man gone, the magic of Orko will be mine.
Prince Adam, we gotta get out of here now!
Skeletor, Orko, Prince Adam, and He-Man figures each sold separately.
Help! Help, Prince Adam!
Looks like a job for He-Man.
Trick's on you, bone face! Yarg!
Prince Adam and Orko with Coin Trick, new from the Masters of the Universe collection, each sold separately. Other action figures also sold separately from Mattel.
What do we have here?
It's Castle Grayskull.
And it's mine.
Not so fast, Beastman. He-Man!
You can pit He-Man against Beastman, playing for the power of Castle Grayskull. You have to put the castle together. Beastman's escaping.
What's wrong, Dad? Dad, you saved the castle!
Castle Grayskull from the Masters of the Universe collection. He-Man and Beastman each sold separately from Mattel.
Open the jaw bridge.
The powers of evil control Castle Grayskull.
Oh, yeah, Dad, what's round and power? Oh,
Sold separately, part of the Masters of the Universe collection from Mattel.
oh, or face the evil look of Trapjaw!
Trapjaw, Battlecat, and He-Man each sold separately, string not included.
That hook won't stop He-Man! And Trapjaw will use his vicious claw! Still no contest. And Trapjaw will use his wicked laser! Even a one-armed army can't stop He-Man and Battlecat! You win this coin, He-Man!
Trapjaw figure from the Masters of the Universe collection. He-Man and Battlecat figures each sold separately from Mattel.
He-Man.
Beastman's no match for Battle Armor He-Man.
Beastman, Battle Armor, He-Man, and Skeletor each sold separately.
Take that! Just a dent. And that! More to
Get us inside, He-Man.
Ram Man, He-Man, and Castle Grayskull each sold separately. You have to put the castle together.
Ram Man, use your head. I just did. Not that way. We have a prisoner.
Good. Who's the prisoner?
You are, because we have the power.
Oh, no. Ram Man and He-Man from the Masters of the Universe collection, each sold separately. Castle Grayskull also sold separately from Mattel.
Who are you?
I'm Many Faces with the power to change from man to robot to monster.
Oh, no.
He-Man, He-Man.
He-Man sold separately.
Hi, old friend. Hi.
He-Man. He's your friend?
Friend and ally. He's just kind of weird sometimes.
Oh, in specially marked packages, Manny Faces comes with 5 extra weapons. He-Man and Manny Faces each... Ow.
I, Skeletor, have another warrior named Whiplash.
Battle Armor, He-Man, and Skeletor, Whiplash, and Buzz-Off each sold separately.
And I, He-Man, have a powerful winged warrior named Buzz-Off.
So it's the super stinger buzz-off against the vicious tail of Whiplash. Ha-ha! Now, may the mightiest warrior win.
Buzz-Off and Whiplash figures are new from the Masters of the Universe collection. Other action figures also sold separately from Mattel.
He-Man meets off with his awesome triple evil.
Fisto, Battle Armor He-Man, Clawful, and Battle Armor Skeletor each sold separately.
You asked for it, Clawful. Meet Fisto with his super smash power.